The strategy remains essentially the same. Train and equip Iraqi ground forces while providing airstrikes against the Islamic State, but no U.S. ground troops.
Putting U.S. combat troops on the ground as a substitute for local forces will not produce enduring results.
President Obama recently authorized the deployment of another 450 advisors to help train Iraqi forces. The Pentagon hopes to ultimately prepare 24,000 Iraqi soldiers to take on ISIL, but Carter says the Iraqis have so far only provided 9,000 qualified new recruits, and the existing Iraqi forces have failed to fight effectively.
The combination of disunity, deserters, and so-called ghost soldiers who are paid on the books but don't show up or don't exist had greatly diminished their capacity.
While the U.S.-backed Iraqi military has struggled against ISIL, the situation is even more chaotic in Syria, where President Bashar al-Assad remains in power despite the civil war. The U.S. has no military to partner with, and ISIL has used the chaotic situation to its advantage. The Defense Secretary reiterated the Obama administration's desire to see Assad gone.
The best way for the Syrian people for this to go would be for him to remove himself from the scene.
But he gave no indication how that might happen.
Secretary Carter did admit that the process of training Iraqi soldiers has moved too slowly, saying sometimes Baghdad has been to blame and sometimes the blame belongs right here in Washington, D.C. Jim Spellman, CCTV, Washington.